Well, Shannon, have you ever been home on a Friday night and wondered, where the party at?
Well, a time or two, maybe.
A time or two, maybe.
Well, our next guests are guaranteeing you won't have to worry about that anymore because they're going to put the answer to that in the palm of your hands with their new website and app called Yopima. Please welcome to the show James, Martin, and Vernell Woods.
Welcome, gentlemen. Well, first of all, before we start, how old are you?
23.
Really? You guys do not look old enough to drive,
Hey.
let alone boat, let alone have your own company.
I get pulled over sometimes with that same question, but I promise I'm 23.
23. And you
Check his
are
ID.
23.
I'm 23.
Yeah.
I look 23 though, I think.
No.
No.
Okay, I'm
Nice
not.
try.
No,
Yeah, it's a good thing. Don't worry, it's a good thing.
Okay, so now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's talk about Yopima. What does that mean exactly, and how does this app work?
Well, Yopima stands for Your Opinion Matters.
Okay.
And the way it works is we have this technology that we just got patented, and we just submitted the patent. And what we do is we take the location of people's iPhones and everything of the sort, and when they walk into a venue, we actually tell everyone else how many of them are actually there. So we can tell you how many girls are inside, how many guys are inside. And then when you take pictures, it automatically intertwines with your Facebook, your Twitter, all the social media. So it's the best of both worlds. It's real data and social media all in one.
Now,
Wow.
people have called it the Yelp for nightlife. Is that an accurate description?
Not really, not really. Yelp is more about just telling you what other people think. We actually tell you, we give you real data, because the problem is we don't want to give you ones and fives of this person hated it, this person loved it.
Right.
We want to give you the data that's from everyone, and the easiest way to do that is to show you what it's like inside without anybody having to tell you what they thought at all.
And this is real-time information.
Real time.
So you don't maybe want to go and pay your $50 to get into a club if there's nobody in there. It's like, nope, there's 10 people in there, I'm going to wait, right?
Well, is that how it works? Like, say Shannon's at Magic City, and he has his iPhone at Magic City. Then how do you know, one, that he's a male? Two, how do you know how many females are in there other than the ones who are obviously paid to work there? How does that work exactly? Break it down. You're from Atlanta. You know Magic City. Don't even try it.
Oh no.
I can't deny it.
I was trying to figure it out, like Magic City, okay. Oh, I got it now.
No, the way it works is when you sign up, all you do is you give us your username, you create a username, password, and give us your location and your sex and your birthday. And that's the only information we take. So we don't actually tell people where you are, but based on that, the moment you sign up, we use that data to populate everything else.
So you become a statistic.
Right,
It
but
makes it a lot easier. So if you want to go to Magic City, you know the exact
I
stats.
go to Magic City.
I
promise.
I don't know.
Okay, so tell us where you actually came up with this concept, because this is a pretty amazing concept. I think so many people can use this. And is it able to use all over the country, or just in Atlanta right now? Can we, go to London and use it?
We're focusing on certain cities right now,
Okay.
and major cities in the country right now in the U.S. I'll let him go into how he came up with the concept.
Well, what are
It's
the
an
cities
interesting
you're
story.
mentioning?
Well, Atlanta, Georgia, because
Okay.
that's our host city. That's where we started off
Right.
in. We're in Miami, we're in New York, we're in Los Angeles, and Vegas as well.
So all the country's hottest hotspots, you're there.
Yes.
Okay.
Very
And then
nice.
we're expanding to everywhere else.
And so how'd you come up with the technology for this?
I was sitting at home on the phone talking to a young lady, and they were on the phone arguing. They were arguing about what they wanted to do, and I was like, hey, can we please stop arguing about the game? Well, they were on having a side conversation, and just listening, I realized there really was a problem with them looking on Facebook, Twitter, not knowing what it was going to be like. So I built it.
Wow. And not only did you build it, you were able to get some pretty impressive people to sign on to the project, like celebrities. T.I., for example, he even was at your event last night. You had the big launch party. Lola went. She was hanging out, kicking it. I think we even have some pictures of them kicking it at the party. There you go. There's
Oh, look
T.I.
at
with you guys.
T.I. smiling
All
with
right.
T.I. That's adorable.
Now, how were you able to get, there's Lola and T.I. too.
The
kicking
real
it.
celebrity.
I know.
Real celeb, the important.
You got Kevin in there with you.
But you guys had champagne, you had Maseratis, because it was at the Maserati dealership, so it was a really sexy crowd. How did you pull that off, and how did you convince T.I. that you two young men were worth investing in?
Convincing T.I. was not simple at all.
So how did it work? What was your pitch?
We came in and I just said, hey, listen, I can do it. Let me show you what it is. Let me show you how it works. And then they did 3 or 4 months of due diligence to make sure that it was actually capable of being done. Showed it to them, demoed it. And from there, the synergy was there. And
So how much did he invest?
It was a group. TI was a part of a group, and the group together invested $600,000.
And Kevin Liles was in that group too?
No, Kevin wasn't in that group.
Oh, okay.
He wasn't in that group.
That's pretty good money.
$1,000. That's a nice chunk of change.
It's just a little bit, enough to get us rolling.
All right, drinks on you later. Hey, just kidding.
I don't know if it's that much yet. I don't know if it's that. We gotta make a little bit more money for that.
But you both have entrepreneurial backgrounds, right? Now, your family owns one of the largest security firms in Atlanta.
Yes.
You started working for the state of Virginia when you were only in 10th grade.
The city of
Okay,
Suffolk,
so
city of Suffolk.
we'll talk about your family first, and then we'll talk about you, Doogie Howser, because this is very interesting. Go ahead.
My father's company is J&J and Associates. It's a security firm, and basically what they do is they hire police officers. So this kind of minimizes the risk of anybody coming up to a celebrity such as T.I. and having a bodyguard who's 7 foot tall, 7 foot wide. It just minimizes all risks, getting sued, any problems. And my dad, he's worked with Atlanta Hawks, Atlanta Falcons, Joe Johnson, LeBron James, a lot of just high net worth clients and celebrities as well. And I learned from him because he used to be a police officer, branched out and took that leap of faith. And Vernell and I decided to do the same thing with Yopima.
Yopima. And now, how did you get a gig working for the state in 10th grade?
Well,
I mean,
it was
those kids
the
are working
city
at
of
Mickey
Suffolk.
D's, and you're working for the city, excuse me.
I was lucky. Lucky.
Tell us a real story. You were a hacker, and they hired you, right?
Lucky sounded so much better. It sounded so much
No, but
better.
you're a tech genius, right?
I wouldn't go that far, but I've learned my way around a computer. So basically, they were working on some stuff, and I helped them out, helped them figure some things out. I had a different solution, and they felt that the solution was pretty good, so they brought me on in 10th grade. And
What'd you do exactly?
I don't recall. Exactly.
Oh, you're not allowed to tell
No,
us.
I know. Being honest, it was a while ago. I don't even recall what I was
It was
fixing
a while
for them.
ago. You're only 23. It wasn't that long ago.
It was a while. I don't remember. I don't remember exactly what I did.
Whatever the case, I bet you had a great ACT score somehow. In the system. Now, you guys seem like you could be amazing role models for some of the young people that are out there today, but who were some of your role models? I know you mentioned your dad. Who else?
For me, everyone from the Mark Zuckerbergs, the people that did stuff that nobody thought was possible, even to some of the guys at Georgia Tech that really helped me get here. You know, the Steve Chaddocks, the Rodney Atkins, the people that have laid a foundation to really help us get here. They've been instrumental in my life.
Well, the guy who started Tumblr just sold it to Yahoo for
I know.
$1.1 billion in cold hard cash. Is that the dream, guys?
A little bit more.
Oh, a little
Really?
more.
I like that.
You can't go for what everybody else is going for. So you gotta. But being honest, we're not going for a number. We just really want a product that's gonna work. We just want a product that's gonna work and everybody to use it, and help everybody out.
Well, we want people to use it, so tell us how we can find it.
So the website is gonna be available in about a week,
Okay.
and it should be available to be downloaded on the Apple Store and the Android market within the next week or two as well.
We're also on social media. If you want to go to the IG, you can check it out at Yopima_events, and so is Twitter. It's the exact same, Yopima.
All right. Well, I'm glad we will never have to worry where the party is at ever again.
I'm about to get my Yopima on next week. Well, thank you guys so much for being here.
Well, thank you,
Take
guys.
care. We'll see you again soon, I hope.
You will.
All right.
All right.
And
You're watching Arise.
Okay.
I'm going to do it together.
All right. You're watching Arise Entertainment 360. That was good.